The most egregious accusation you make against him, though, is that he's an extremist because he has a tattoo. Could you tell us what the tattoo is?
Simple question. What is this tattoo that you're so upset about?
Oh, my Lord. Listen, what I do know is I read his book, and in his book, if you read it called American Crusade, in his book, wait a second.
Be honest. Be honest.
Liberals are just bizarre. This is Wahajit Ali on the Piers Morgan show. He clearly doesn't know what Pete Hegseth's offensive tattoo is, but he won't admit it. Democrats, like, it's not that hard to say, look, I don't know, or I'm sorry I misspoke, or I don't know. Their fear is to look like, and everyone knows he doesn't know what he's talking about, but he's going to keep doubling down in this clip. It's too funny. I kind of feel sorry for the guy, other than I'm laughing too hard at him. Welcome to the Doug TenNapel channel. This is where all the happy patriots are. Part of why we're so happy is there's so many liberals just to laugh at for being imbeciles. Watch this.
The only thing you could accuse Pete of is being too alert and energetic. I found it overwhelming, actually, while I was there, tired, trying to dust the sand out of my eyes. But you suggest that the graduate of Princeton and Harvard, who for decades has been in the U.S. military, served his country honorably, that he's somehow unqualified to work at the Pentagon. The most egregious accusation you make against him, though, is that he's an extremist because he has a tattoo. Could you tell us what the tattoo is?
And Michael Knowles just set him up because he doesn't know what the tattoo is, even though he said he had some kind of an extremist tattoo. And I've looked at all the tattoos on Hegseth. These are normal Christian tattoos. Some of them in Latin, one of them is an ancient cross and stuff like that.
But on what is this very offensive, extremist, racist tattoo that you have?
It's a tattoo I have right here, Senator. It's called the Jerusalem Cross. It's a historic Christian symbol. In fact, interestingly, recently I attended briefly the memorial ceremony of former President Jimmy Carter on the floor of our National Cathedral. On the front page of his program was the very same Jerusalem cross. It is a Christian religious symbol.
It was false media that ran with it, saying they were extremist, supremacist tattoos. And he's just repeating what he heard, which is what he should say. He go, look, I heard from the wrong source. But he doesn't do that, because he has a giant, arrogant ego, and he's used to having the media cover for him, and now the media no longer is covering for these liars.
The tattoos specifically, I did not make the allegation that he's an extremist. It was actually
you
his
repeated the
fellow
allegation.
colleague
So what's the
who called him
tattoo?
as an insider threat.
Yeah, right. So
It
what's the
was not
tattoo?
me.
I can tell you, it says
It was his fellow colleague.
Let Wajahat answer, because you raised it. Hang on, Wajahat raised the tattoo.
Go ahead.
Wajahat, it's a fair question. What is this tattoo that you're so upset about?
It was his colleague. Wait. Two things.
Wajahat, hang on. Simple question. What is this tattoo that you're so upset about?
He's not gonna say, well, Hajat, it's like this whole segment's gonna go. I'm gonna tell you the end already, a number of clips. He never tells them what the tattoo is because he doesn't know. And so he's gonna try and change the subject, work it around. This is a liberal technique known as obfuscation. It's also known as, look at the shiny piece of foil over there.
I wasn't the one upset about it. I was talking about his fellow colleague. This is exactly what I said. His fellow colleague.
Do you know what it was?
In the U.S. Army, called him out as a potential insider threat.
Well, what is the
looking at
tattoo?
the tattoos on his chest.
What is the tattoo?
Also, I called him an extremist based upon his own book. Read the book,
What
American
is the
Crusade,
tattoo?
his own words.
If you don't know what the tattoo is, just admit it.
There, Piers Morgan even gave him an out. Look, brother, just admit it. Just say you don't know. Well, now the whole episode becomes about him not willing to admit that he doesn't know. That's far more interesting to me than the Pete Hegseth tattoo. It's that liberals repeat talking points without knowing. They're given the talking point, they maybe receive it from culture, from their elite friends, and they just run with it. They never know what they're talking about. They never have the facts. And by the way, this reaches out as far as like climate change. They just go, we believe the science, we have the science, and the debate is over. Remember Al Gore? The debate is over. There's no discussion on any of these things. Trump's an insurrectionist. The debate is over. No, he was never tried. So you can just, you push back on any of their facts, and you find out that there's no foundation under them, not even basic knowledge of their own facts. They don't even know. They just repeat what this culture tells them to do. And a simple question, this is a pretty easy question to answer, even I don't know, but I love watching Dave Rubin in the middle there crack up and they all start laughing at him because he just looks like he really made a fool of himself.
Oh my Lord. Listen,
would you
what is it?
What the tattoo is?
I want to wait.
No, I'm genuinely intrigued. Do you know what it is or not,
We've got a
Vijaya?
panelist.
Vijaya, do you know what it is or not?
She hasn't spoken yet. A woman hasn't spoken yet.
Actually, a woman has spoken yet. Now he's trying to defer and hide behind the woman. That's what a liberal does also. Quick, take her. Take her first. Leave me alone. Go to the woman. She knows. He still can just say, I don't know. Go to the woman. But he still will not do it. That is a massive ego on this guy on display. How embarrassing.
Yeah,
she's going to come. She's going to answer the question you're not answering. Final question to you, Vijaya.
I didn't answer it, but
Final
go ahead.
chance.
I got my colleague right here.
Be honest, Vijaya. Do you actually know what that tattoo is or not?
Listen, what I do know is I read his book, and in his book, if you read it, called American Crusade.
That's a massive no. You don't know what it is. What's so funny is the other panelists all know that he doesn't know. We can watch this and all know that he doesn't know. I think the only person who still thinks that he's fooling everyone is this guest. He's the only one still in on the scam. Everyone else knows he doesn't know. He's the last one to realize that he doesn't know, or he still thinks he's fooling everyone. Other people just going like, you're not even fooling us. Is anyone out there fooled? Is anyone in the comments? Leave a comment below. If you believe that he knows what the tattoo is, I want to find the one person on the entire earth. I'm hoping that out of all the thousands of people that watch this video, someone out there believes him. Is there anyone out there who, in fact, believes that he knows what the tattoo is at this point? Because I think he's the only man on the planet.
In his book, wait a second.
Be honest.
His book.
Be honest.
I am. Look,
ironically,
you guys are putting lipstick on a pig,
no one's going to crucify you
bending
if you don't know the
Donald
answer.
Trump,
but do you know the answer?
Putting our national security at risk for Pete Hegseth. I am telling you everything, and you guys are finding ways to spend. Why are you guys okay with a man who has an NDA with a woman that he allegedly sexually assaulted?
Do you know what the
tattoo
is that you got so upset about?
I love this segment. I love human psychology. I love watching a man. That is just bizarre. I mean, that is like a psychosis. That is something wrong. There's something wrong with this guy. I mean, besides being a liberal, besides being anti-Trump, besides being anti-Pete Hegseth, there's something deeply wrong with him, even beyond probably most Democrats, but maybe not. I still think it's funny. That's why I did a video on this thing, because I love studying Democrats, like what makes them tick, what makes them work. And this guy, I don't know if he needs a therapist or a lobotomy. I'm Doug in Exile. Here's another video right there.